So that piece was initially our big message and our big takeaway from Module 1. And in team meetings, we were able to say, you're talking about an assessment tool that we could use in a formative way, but we really want to talk about what's happening during the flow of instruction. And then other pieces just became easy success criteria and the learning progressions. And we found that it's definitely easier to sit with a whole team and say, what would be the success criteria for this standard? Or what would the learning progression look like through this skill or strategy or standard? What does that look like?
The importance of the success criteria is almost immeasurable. They know what they have to do. I don't think since I've started using success criteria in writing, I've had one child come to me once they started to say, what am I supposed to do? They really never have, and I think if they did, I would say it's on the poster over there. It's the success criteria. I think they really have a thorough understanding of what they're supposed to do, and even because they set the success criteria with me, even a better understanding of how it relates to them in their own writing. I do co-construct the success criteria with them because it gives them an ownership in what they're responsible for. I do think it gives them a better understanding of what they need to make sure that they include into their writing. And honestly, I do get excited about it because it truly does work. It's different than the way we used to do our writing. The children have a greater self-accountability when they know that all they have to do is walk over with their piece and see if they've taken care of everything they need to take care of. And typically the kids do that even before they ask somebody else to look. And that shows me that they're starting to take some self-responsibility. They're starting to do some self-editing, or they're starting to do some self-checking before they even talk to peers.
I do want them to explore the success criteria. I want them to discover what it is that I'm trying to accomplish today. What is my goal for today? At the end of the lesson or at the end of the day, what should I be able to do? And so making them part of that conversation is actually going to help them retain it even more. So they say, oh, I know because we helped make that or we helped create that. And so it resonates with them when one of their peers or themselves come up with it themselves. Now that we're involved in the work with FAME, there's been some changes to my classroom for me, for my students, for both of us. I think one of the big changes for me is looking at ways to put it in student-friendly language, ways that they can self-assess and self-reflect even more than I was kind of already asking. To start with the success criteria, if they're able to generate that success criteria eventually and know what they're responsible for, that's going to benefit both of us, because I know as teachers we spend so much time, we give an assignment or we say, ask them to do something, and they no sooner get back to their seats and hands are being raised and they're saying, what do we have to do? What do we need to do? What is it that he wants to see from us? And whereas the success criteria is already on the board, then they can look back at that and refer to that. And I see them doing that now.